after that evening, the finally you find that uh, although Anna gets you to do odd tasks, you're not as occupied as you were when the caravan was preparing to set off. And um, uh, certainly uh, certainly you have more time to yourself. It's fair to say that Xana, after her initial excitement, it doesn't take long, say a few days, before she's getting pretty bored. Um, in
Xana,
terms,
come hunting.
um, in terms of Haya and Sakel, um, apart from missing the temple roof, as it doesn't seem to have done anything higher but rain since your departure from Mivan. And there's no doubt that the season is changing from, has definitely switched from summer to fall. Um, uh, One of the first questions that comes to Haya's mind is how you're going to cross the rivers. Because you're looking around and there are not many carts, but there are a few. But there is also a massive dozens and dozens of these kind of pack mules. And at the moment, neither you or Sakel have any idea on how they're planning on crossing the rivers that Sakel managed to cross with some difficulty on the opposite journey.
Mm.
You see the woman called Anna from sort of maybe once a day. You get a glance of her running around like a queen bee, telling off the teams to hear, examining a hoof there, and generally sort of keeping this kind of long, winding sort of land snake moving. For your parts, Donovan, you you find that the rain is slightly irritating, perhaps. The smell is, with all these livestock, is not to your liking, but you also feel maybe a slight kind of countering this, a lifting in your spirits, in terms of the fact that you no longer feel sort of the same sort of lethargy that you were feeling in Galt.
Oh.
You have a feeling that you will find adventures and encounters of that are worthy of your attention, whereas a lot of the tales from Galt tended to be of a similar hue, just a different mortal.
So, it's raining and smelly, is what I got from that.
If that's what you got from that, Tiny, that's what you got from it.
Can I use Mage Hand to, like, make a little, like, covering over my eyes to keep the rain out of them?
You could attempt that. It probably will take a little bit of practice before it becomes worth the effort that it will require.
It's all I'm doing.
Lizard men have scales. Big whoop.
I just kind of look over to him. I don't actually know this. Can you breathe underwater?
No.
Oh. It was worth asking. I
Can
just shrug.
hold breath for... He holds up fingers, holds up some more fingers, holds up another finger, puts it down, puts it up, puts his hands to... Well, throws his hands forward. Long time.
That's good. I can hold my breath for, like, no time. I don't know what holding your breath is. How do you do this? I just kind of shrug.
Like that, it's easy.
I kind of just shrug.
Just for longer. This little demonstration. So, we walk, just so I can get an idea, roughly where, what is the caravan's, order?
Um,
I mean, where can Tiny find Anna?
Anna flits basically throughout the caravan. So if you stay in the same location, sooner or later, there's a good chance that she will come to you. But if you actually try to run the length of the caravan trying to find her, that might even take longer.
Okay, and where is Mathis?
Matthias.
Matthias.
Matthias is normally positions himself towards the front, riding on probably a Shire horse of some type to take his rather generous bulk, and a horse that will deal with this kind of terrain.
Fair enough. Tiny will stomp up towards Matthias.
Tiny will notice that the Matthias is seems to be finishing off devouring some form of game bird, not a chicken this time, possibly a goose, and he's licking his fingers. Tiny will also notice that the rain doesn't seem to be hitting Matthias.
Matthias, is there game in this part?
No, good Tiny.
Not good Tiny. Wet Tiny.
Well,
Poor Tiny.
I would have thought you'd be used to being wet, Tiny. Around here, not so much. Most of this is fairly marshy land. But once we cross the two Selen tributaries up ahead, then we will start getting into wilder country and the game will be more plentiful. Maybe three more nights, Tiny.
Tiny bored. Tiny's basically going to walk about maybe 30 foot ahead of the front caravan, just scanning. If he sees food, he'll try for it, but he's not actively hunting.
Okay.
just actively perceiving everything.
Okay. One thing that kind of Tiny will probably notice is uh uh the there appears to be a cart um not far from Matthias that that sort of has some kind of covering but smells of blood, a lot of blood.
Okay. Tiny will walk up to it and stick his head in.
Okay. Basically dead ponies. Some of whom look to have been chopped up.
Walk back to Matthias. Matthias, why dead ponies in cart?
Well, waste not, want not, Tiny. This is a long journey, and whilst people will not feel like eating pony now, once the meat is dried, then people will become less choosy in the moons ahead. For it'll take some time for us to get to our destinations. Plus, ponies go lame, ponies die.
Ponies
All
taste
part of the
bad,
expenses.
even with herbs.
Well, this may be true, but as I said, you will find that people will be less fussy.
Strange people. If game find game. Stop, back off.
Not all are as able to as your good self, good Tiny.
So share. People who have share. People who have not share.
But you eat a lot, Tiny, do you not?
I
Not
find a lot.
for you to share. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
So, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do,
Does Haya and Sakel wish to do anything?
speak now or forever hold your silence.
I think he has to type for the moment. Yep.
I think he's had to mute himself.
Yep, that's what he's saying in Skype.
Okay.
I'm just practicing the art of using Mage Hand as a miniature umbrella for my face. It is a worthy use of my time.
Very good. Okay. You
Don't call him names, Ego.
you manage to, on a high rise, manage to spot Anna, who seems to have temporarily, at least, stopped her fussing, and seems to be sitting on one of the carts, sort of fiddling around with something. You can't kind of get a good view of what it is because it's slightly obscured within the cart. but she seems very focused upon it. So Kel is pretty confident that within within the next day, the caravan will come across one of the tributaries. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. She doesn't hear you. She's clearly concentrating quite hard on what she's doing. So Kel, maybe looking slightly less at her, gets a glimpse of something kind of metallic and shiny, or with whatever she's working on. She also seems to have some tools she's using. They look a little bit like sort of tools Kel's seen before that Drow use in the uh, Darklands, sort of precision tools.
I do want to say I kind of like to imagine that until Donovan gets it right, he's just basically smacking himself in the face with Mage Hand.
Okay. You're going to have a little bit of trouble tapping her without actually getting into the cart itself, which you can do, of course. She puts a hand to her brow and flicks off the surface water, gives her hood a shake. Yes, you shouldn't be standing out here. Yes, someone will see you. I don't know what possessed Matthias to agree to take the pair of you. But for Arastal's sake, Keep out of sight. What do you want? That's not my job. The satisfaction of curiosity is down to Matthias, not me.
Oh, Ego, am I able to go find a spot where nobody else would see me?
Yeah, that's not that. Yeah, it's
Alright,
not that difficult as long as speed is not essential.
no, not really.
That's fine.
I'm gonna message you something real quick.
Okay. What's that? You want something? No bad crossing the river? Well, that's down to Matthias as well. It's not the first time we've done this, you know. He knows what he's doing, mostly. She looks at the pair of you as a potentially case in point where doubt may be a factor. Go and ask him. I'm sure he'd love to tell you all about it. What is what? This? Most of what she's pointing to is obscured, but you notice it's fairly sizable. It's about 5 foot long. It seems to have a combination of wood and metal parts to it. This is what gets used when trouble arrives. This weather doesn't do it much good, though. Yes, a weapon. One I'm hoping I won't have to use on this journey, although with the presence of the two of you and us having to go and see the lumberers, well, let's say I've become less confident of that. Your temple needs wood as well as stone. Don't think we were going to bring that with us, do you? Matthias hasn't shared with me how much the temple's paying for this. I'm not sure who they think's going to come to this temple, though. If you're going to be the priest, not unless people think they're coming for you to help them on their way. I don't mean offence. I don't care what colour your skin is. I judge a person by their actions. I'm just letting you know what a lot of other people in the Riverlands will think. I'm sure you are. Now I need to get on. Just in case trouble comes along. Sir Kel would have seen in his journey with the Iron Wings, he would have seen objects similar to the one that Anna has, but a fair bit smaller. He probably questions how on earth she's going to actually kind of carry it, let alone use it. I mean, she looks kind of strong in a wiry sort of way, but that thing looks like it weighs as much as a man.
I really hope she's just carrying a cannon around.
Okay, so you guys are gonna make your way forward. Tiny, you and Xana will notice that the two drow aren't doing a terrible job. Are doing a very terrible job of keeping inconspicuous. Tiny seems to remember Anna mentioning that she hoped they would. They seem to be marching along the column to the of this kind of giant land snake, obviously in the clear hope that every pony in it is fully acquainted with their company.
So what?
So what indeed. Okay. Um, so, Hire finds Matthias uh, drinking from a tankard, bestriding his enormous horse. Looks to have some very thick-set horse. Certainly, quite possibly the largest horse you guys, the two of you, have ever seen. It's a full 18 plus hands and thick set. But then it needs to be to carry this man's weight. So Kel would not like to challenge Matthias to a wrestling match, that's for sure. The man has hands the size of shovels.
So I suppose night comes, or
Yeah, Hire is looking to talk quickly to
Oh.
Matthias on this point.
sorry,
But,
missed that.
if Tiny and Xana want to do anything, or Donovan, and
Well, now that I found a way to successfully not be rained on, which is the most important thing,
really the most important thing.
yeah. I'm gonna kind of go around the caravan, see if there's like any interesting people other than who I met in the tent.
Okay. There's there are some other merchants. There's a lot of teamsters just to kind of manage this kind of gargantuan land snake. And there are the occasional swordsman or crossbowman.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to check something real quick. See if I have this. I'm going to go over to a merchant that, like any old merchant. I'm just like, hey buddy, do you have any, umbrellas for sale?
he kind of looks at you, notices that you're slightly strange looking up. I don't have, I do not know, good sir, this item that you refer to, but there are other things I have which you may be interested in.
Oh. What all do you have?
Wow, sir, I'm glad you asked me. I have something to, how shall I say, sir, keep the spirits up.
Oh, I'm not looking for drugs.
Ah, Well, yeah, of course not, good sir. And why would a fine
I mean, like,
gentleman?
maybe later, don't get me wrong, but, like, not right now.
Yeah. I have other things, sir. Perhaps you would be uh, perhaps you'd be interested in a nice knife, sir.
Um... Hmm. Donovan quickly checks all of his items to see what all he has, because he forgot. What kind of knife?
Well, sir, I have some fairly ordinary things, sir. I wouldn't want to trouble you with those, though. But I also have some more fighting blades, sir. Are you a duelist, sir?
What? No, I'm just a
You
traveler.
have the posture of a duelist, sir. I must say.
I prefer to keep myself standing tall. It's better to have a presence than to simply sleek in the back. And most times, that is.
Ah, very good, sir. Very good. Well, if that be your stock in trade, sir, then I might have something else that might be, how should I put it, help to even the fights up, sir.
Are you talking about poison?
I, no, but what, sir? No, terrible stuff, poison, sir. No, I wouldn't be talking about that. No, this is more,
Good, that's a really dreadful way to kill somebody. Anybody that really uses poison on a regular basis is kind of a terrible person.
right, sir. Yes, I couldn't agree more, sir. Yes, yes. No, I was thinking more, oils, sir. Oils for your weapons. It helps to keep them sharp, sir.
Oh. May I see this?
Yes, I will have to go to the chest, sir. It's one of those things I have special.
Hi.
Oh, she's gone again. Let me...
Huh?
Saki, testing, 1, 2,
Take
3.
two.
Okay.
Take two.
So,
I'm sorry, you guys.
That's right.
it's cool. All you're really missing is a drug deal.
Hey, you can never miss out on drug deals. I'm getting on right now.
Okay.
I was so busy cleaning, I lost track of time.
Cleaning.
Yeah, cleaning.
Yeah.
I was like 3 months overdue. It was pretty disgusting.
Well, I have a new solution to my personal chores problem, which is sell them to my children.
I
That is a good use for children.
don't have children, so
Just like,
Borrow someone else's.
yeah, you can
borrow someone else's.
you
I'm
can
broke.
babysit children, and you get paid while they do your housework for you.
What?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
That
What is
could
this
be
madness?
that could be a thing. That sounds almost like a business idea. Yes?
It's what a
Guys,
lot of
we're
people
doing
do.
this in Pathfinder now. Oh, fuck. My fucking computer is so slow. What is wrong with it? What the fuck?
So,
You know, speed.
Something- Something's
taking the
using
opposite of
90%
that.
of my CPU for some reason.
something I kind of want to do, Ego, just because it doesn't use any spells or somatic stuff. As he starts looking in the chest, can I memory lapse him so he forgets what he's looking for?
Yeah, you could probably do something like that.
Alright,
Okay, so what's going on? What are we doing?
it's a DC 21 will save.
Quick fill in, please.
Oh, I'm
Same
doing
day,
business with a
walking
merchant,
along.
and I'm fucking with him as I'm doing this.
Okay, so it's not the same day; it's the following day because
Following
when you
day.
had the meeting was the evening.
Following day, there was the meeting. I think I was here for the meeting
You were
last
there
week.
for the meeting. There was a discussion that Matthias raised in terms of um, whether to go via the steps or via the.
I believe group.
And there she goes again.
She's a boomerang.
Okay. Um, the merchant.
Something keeps closing Skype. But I believe group consensus was via the forest.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go
Yeah.
get promoted by elves and fae and whatever. It's gonna be fun.
It'd be great.
What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
Hey, that's the spirit.
For values of nothing reaching everything and literally everything. Okay. Good deal.
So
Orwin's probably going to be in the back reading a book.
what's going on with the
Nice.
merchant?
So with the merchant, he's looking confused. He's kind of paused, can see he's got a customer. Not quite sure though what he was supposed to be doing. Ah, good sir. Yes. For some reason, sir, I seem to have lost what I was looking for. Just remind me, sir, what was it again we were talking about?
Oh, I just sold you some items and you're just about to pay me back for them. You're looking for your money?
Really, sir? What did what did you sell me, sir?
Oh, I was telling you about this oil I had that was used to sharpen weapons. It made them pretty nice in a fight.
No,
You put it in the chest
I
and
got some of that, sir. Are you sure? I don't.
yeah,
I'm
you
looking
said
to
you were
sell
interested in more stock of it. Do you want me to roll a
please.
bluff check?
that. Yeah, please. That's pretty good.
He goes just like, God damn you fucks.
Nice. Oh, very good, sir. It's quite hard to get hold of, sir. I can see how yes, yeah, all right. What was that? Was that 10 gold, sir? Was it?
I believe that the deal was 12 gold.
12 gold, was it, sir? Very
Yes.
well, very well. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
While you're here, sir, I'm sure I must have something to sell to your good self, though, sir.
Oh, no, that'll be all. I might come back and do business with you later.
Business.
Very good, sir. Very good.
I kind of give him a slight nod and go on my way.
House.
Just confused.
Did I
the
just
fuck.
witness the easiest 12 gold in the world?
Yes. I'm proud of that.
You disappoint me a little bit. You could have at least said 13. God.
I wasn't sure of the actual value of the item, so I didn't want to blow it too high out the water.
Like, oh gosh, I just paid you fucking 50 gold for this. 5 times the price. Uh,
So, unless anybody else has anything else they want to
Hang
do,
on. I think we have Haya had a question for
oh, fair enough.
had a question for Matthias. Ah, yes. Haya, is it not? And Sakel, am I right? Here, and he passes Sakel what looks to be like a small barrel with a handle, which has a fairly strong reek coming from it. He starts wiping his hands on his on his uh, on his jerkin. You notice they're covered with some kind of animal grease. And he's just noticed. So, what can I do for you? You're going to get wet standing there. Anna's seen you. Don't make her grumpy with me again, will you? What can I do? What do you want? What's wrong? Can't swim? Oh, that! Oh, don't worry about that. Leave that to Matthias. Done this before, you know. No problem. There is one thing I wanted to talk to you two about, though. This temple of yours, we're going to need some lumber. That means going into the forest. We only need to go into the tip of it. Find one of the timber crews. Thing is, if there are any of those wild elves there, they may not, might get a bit grumpy about you being there. What do you think we should do about that?
Morwyn's going to speak up about the river question.
So this conversation was actually happening towards the front of the caravan. I don't know what Morwyn and Ilfrid have been going on.
Isn't this in near Matthias's thing or no?
This is them talking to Matthias while the caravan is moving.
I forgot to add a thing to my spellbook.
Well, that would be helpful. Yes. Yes, that would be helpful. Yes, if you can do that, then yeah, you probably want to come up with some names though. Not your drow names. But I'll leave that with you. If that's all right. Good. Well, I'll leave it in your hands, and you leave the rivers to me. Not the first time I've run a caravan. Don't you worry. Right. Very good. Very good, Sir Cal. The big man stretches. You notice that the horse has a slight misstep as he does so. Don't be aggravating Anna now. Be on with you. Right. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Morwen. So, assume you basically had the following day pretty much to yourself. What you have is basically a gargantuan land snake. Is basically what this caravan is. So, as you kind of come up to a rise, you can see sort of both behind you and ahead of you this kind of snaking column of quite possibly hundreds of these ponies and a few wagons.
Does it look like there's any place I can hide for a moment?
As long as speed is not a priority, then yes. I mean, most of the teamsters seem to be focused on trying to keep the thing moving. So yeah, that shouldn't be
I'm
issue.
It doesn't speed isn't an issue. So
Okay. So assume that you get the opportunity.
yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm Go ahead.
I don't suppose on the random off chance that Tiny sees anything to eat on the day's walk.
No, I mean, where you're traveling now, you're in that kind of, you're too close to civilization for game to be comfortable or numerous. But you're too far away from civilization to actually be able to purchase said food.
Fair enough.
Neither one thing or the other.
Morwen, at the quickest chance she gets, it only takes 6 seconds to do this, so 1 turn. She's going to shapeshift into a bird.
Okay.
And she's going to take flight
Okay.
and take watch from above,
Okay.
lying among the lambs.
Yep. Yep. That's fine. I know what it is.
And she's going to have told Ilfrin of her plan,
Right.
and if it comes to it, he'll give her a signal. It can be your determination of what that might be. They've been together for a while, so I mean, it can literally be anything you can think of if he needs to speak with her, such as Matthias calling a meeting or something. And that'll be it for pretty much the entire day.
Okay. Yeah, looking at the this hugely unwieldy looking caravan, and then looking at the rather wide, large rivers that are coming up. Yeah, you retain that question that you had, which is how actually are you going to cross? It looks like you're going to hit one of those rivers and everything's going to come to a rather final stop.
A quite sudden halt, considering what is moving.
Although it's fair to say that the gargantuan land snake does not move swiftly.
Well, I mean, for the purpose of how many things are moving, this might as well be like 30 miles an hour. I mean, if one thing stops, down go the dominoes.
Yeah.
As they say, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly forward, and at the first chance I get, I don't know, some wagon or something to hide in or behind, I'm going to shapeshift as close to the front as I can, finding Matthias, and I'm going to bring this issue up to him.
Oh. So shape-shifting as you come to the front might be a little trickier.
A little trickier?
This is pretty much open. It has some...
As close to the front as I can, while retaining cover.
What you might have to do is you might actually have to fly ahead and get basically and find a
tree
depression
or something, a rock.
Not much in the way of trees out here. One of the things you noticed is that because this is kind of like sort of marshland, and what trees were here, you think were felled a long time ago in the building of Niven. You know that, or Ilfrin mentioned it.
Ah, okay. Quite a long time ago, probably then.
Yeah, that the supply of timber is a sensitive subject, because they can't. This type of terrain doesn't support it, it very well. What was here is long gone, and that basically means that the nearest thing for them to utilize is
marshes.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna fly 200 feet forward and look for a spot to shapeshift.
Okay, that's fine.
Going probably 20 feet forward if I can't find one there, and just repeat process,
That's fine.
Just tell me when I can. And once I can, I'm going to head back and find Matthias.
Yeah, okay, assume you do so without interruption.
Okay. Once I see him, I'm going to I'm gonna hail him for his attention. And I assume he'll see me coming from the
What
forward,
current
so...
form are you using? Sorry.
Huh?
What current form are you using?
It'll be Venom.
Okay.
And I'll hail him and say, I was forward scouting and I noticed a river. I noticed a river ahead of us. If we are to cross it,
It's a river land. Of course there are rivers.
My concern is that it might be quite difficult for us to cross it, and if we are to cross it, I suggest I suggest we go toward. I would like to change my suggestion in the next. I would like to ask that you call a meeting tonight and re-raise the subject of where we should cross
Do you
through the
think
lands.
I have a caravan full of doubters.
I have not seen a caravan of this size before, so I just raising question.
That is fair.
That is all I would like to bring up. If
Well,
possible, later
your
tonight.
concern, I guess, is a reasonable one. You've never travelled on a caravan like this before.
Yeah, I tend to travel alone or with one or two companions at most. So, my concern is more for how things may fare with such large obstacles in our way. That is all. That is all I had my concern with, and if he's okay with it, I will head off, bidding him a good overseeing, I guess, as it would be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The caravan, Anna eventually kind of calls to a stop. The snake shudders to a stop, it's fair to say, not entirely smoothly. One of the ponies falls over and breaks its leg and joins the wagon of ex-ponies.
Don't we have like people that could like fix it up? Come
Don't
on
we
now.
have healers?
Yeah. God. Just like kill all the ponies, man.
Just sitting over here like poor.
Sorry, guys. I'm confused. Yeah. You know. So I used to own a horse, and yeah, the something this size, you would lose. You know, you had to accept you were going to lose anywhere between a third to half.
I used to ride horses too. I know.
Yeah, but we have magical healers and shit.
Klaus isn't wrong.
No. So, but
I mean, it's just like, oh yeah, thing that can fully pull the coat if we put a slight bit of effort into making sure it doesn't like break down. Let's just chop it up and eat it for dinner.
So, okay, you can raise it with Matthias, I guess. Can Donovan heal the pony?
Yes, I can. Just not a lot of times per day.
Oh, right. So therefore, perhaps a new vocation has been found.
I kind of just like look at them, just like carrying the pony off into the. I don't know what to call it. The pony motor facility. I'm just like, no. Let me handle
The
this.
pony wagon.
I kind of like lay my hands on it. There's a slight bit of a glow. And I'll roll. Oh, that I need to actually set up a thing. I forgot.
The blood wagon like it. The blood wagon. Very good.
What's wrong with the abattoir?
So,
A perfectly good words in the English dictionary to describe most things.
yes, but they tend to have a historical.
Alright, I healed it for 6.
Okay. Well, that is certainly enough to cure it of its broken leg. The couple of teamsters kind of doff their cap to you. Thanks.
Just like
Morwen,
next time you go to eat
Morwen.
ponies, just let me know. I'm gonna have a look at them.
if this means anything to you, Ego, Morwen can use the Celestial Healing sorcerer spell, anointing it with fast healing for 12 seconds. So.
Okay.
I can only do it once, but I mean, or wait, how many times can I? One, two, three, four, five, six times. I can do it 6 times, so I can heal 6 of them.
Why do I suspect that if it was the teamsters who were falling over, they'd be like, yeah, fuck them. But yeah,
I mean, the ponies. Come on now.
out the hankies.
I mean, Morwen likes ponies.
Just can't hold one, yeah.
So I mean, I heal 6 of them. They each get fast healing 1 for 12 seconds, so that's 12 points of damage.
No, fast healing 1 for 12 seconds is 2 points of damage.
Or 2 points of damage, yeah, sorry.
Okay. So
I don't know if it's enough to cure some of them, but I mean...
it's okay.
Maybe just
So-
touch up the ones that are looking a little bit rough.
Yeah.
So, assuming you guys are going to do this for a few days, you will get a very rare thing, which is genuine thanks from Anna.
I mean, Morwen can. She's a sorcerer, so she can. So, I mean... getting on the good side of people usually helps.
Yeah, yes it does.
Absolutely.
And that's the whole point of her existence, so yeah.
I kind
I'm
of just
gonna do
look
it
off into the distance as
many
she gives
times as
her,
I can.
as she gives me her things. I just kind of look off into the distance, just like, no, it's not for the caravan. It's for the lives of the ponies.
Brilliant.
For every creature is precious, especially if they're an animal. I blatantly ignore a teamster that's just dealing with his bleeding feet from the marching or whatever.
I don't know if we're terrible people or not.
We probably are. It's okay.
Heal the ponies, not the teamsters.
Heal the ponies, not the teamsters.